confirmation of our results so far, then. There they are on your screen, our schedule. No great upsets, everything going to the script as far as the seeds are concerned. The tournament directors delight, frankly. BWF will be over the moon with what's happening because their star contenders are all safely through. There's been no upsets, not on that page anyway. But we've still got some brilliant matches for you. Our sixth offering is a women's doubles draw from the bottom quarter between GUTTA and PONNAPPA and KAKIIWA and MAEDA of Japan. The 13th seeds from India against the 8th seeds from Japan. Following that, look at that, Lindan, the man seeking his 6th crown here. And a man that he beat in last year's, beg your pardon, I was thinking of Chen Long beating Lee Chong-wei. He's up later. He's already got 3 silver medals, has Lee Chong-wei. He's up against Wang Zhenming, the 8th seed. Linduina Fanetri will take on Ratchanok Intanon, the 5th seed. And then following that, there is another match as well. Victor Axelsen against HS Pranoy of India, the 7th and 11th seeded men doing battle. So we will have brought you 2 of the 3 Danish men left in the round of 16 today. But for the time being, let's turn our attention to this one. Second of our women's doubles offering, Jwala GUTTA and Ashwini PONNAPPA of India, the 13th seeds. They're up against Reika KAKIIWA and Miyuki MAEDA of Japan. There's the section of their draw. And, you can see their path through. Japanese had a tough encounter against Lanzac and Lefil from France in the round of 32. They won 21-13 in that deciding game. Their opponents, well, slightly easier passage against Xie Fei-chen and Wu Ti-yung from Chinese Taipei. That was in straight games. Here are our players, led out by the Indian team then. Jwala GUTTA and Ashwini PONNAPPA leading the way onto court 1. Dressed in dazzling white. Up against the Japanese, following behind them. So there they are then. The Indians first out, the 13th seeds, almost off their, in fact they are off their career high. The lefty, 31 years old, Jwala GUTTA. On the left in white there, and her partner, Ashwini PONNAPPA, 25 years old. First pair from India to win bronze.
What do you want to do?
The World Championship in London 2011. They were Commonwealth gold medalists in Delhi 2010 and Commonwealth silvers medalists in 2014 in Glasgow. These two, oh, they're being made to change ends. They lost in the first round of this championships last year. And their opponents today, Reika KAKIIWA from Japan and Miyuki MAEDA as well. Ranked 6th, seeded 8th. So, Jwala GUTTA off her career high. 31 years old, the lefty. She likes to serve off the forehand in women's doubles, unusually. They've played 14 tournaments together since their first round loss last year. And there's Ashwini PONNAPPA. 6 years her junior at 25. They won in Canada, in the Canadian Open recently, actually. 2 semi-finals as well in the Syed Modi International and the US Open. But they had 12 first-round losses. So it's a bit of a poor year for them, other than a couple of good recent results, reaching the semi-finals of the US Open, amongst others. So their year, is it turning around for them? They've nothing to defend here, having lost first round last year. But their opponents in red, the Japanese duo, well, they posted a semi-final showing at the World Championships last year. Hence, that's probably why they're seeded so high. They lost to Wang and Yu from China in the semi-finals, the 4th seeds there. But what an appearance that was for them. A really good run in Copenhagen. Miyuki MAEDA, she's 29 years, 3 years old, from Norway. And interestingly, Reika KAKIIWA won silver in London with a different partner, Fuji, she played with then. There's our service judge. So, just about to get underway then. Last-minute preparations, a swig of water, and a look down at this fantastic crowd in here at the Istora Stadium. They're going crazy, it's fantastic. We've got 2 Indonesian men's teams in the doubles out on the far right, Jesper, and what a crackling atmosphere it is.
Yeah, we have a set point for Setsunan Hassan in the 3rd set, so that's why the crowd is really loud now. And guess who won?
Yeah, you'd never know, would you?
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Reika,
The former world champions Hassan and Setsunan winning 21-15 against the Japanese couple in this second round, but yeah, they're not looking as comfortable as they normally are in these first couple of rounds, the Indonesians, but still cool.
So, turning our attention back to this women's doubles then. So it's the 13th seeds from India to get us underway against the 8th seeds of Japan.
Service over. 1 love.
Power smash from the off then.
Love.
Team Japan.
KAKIIWA, when she serves, she's just showing her partner that little finger, and this means that she's going to serve short towards the middle of the court.
Hesitancy there between the Indian pairing. That was unusual. Signs of nerves? Or just a miscommunication?
A little tense from the beginning. I think they spoke about not lifting too much, and then they ended up lifting anyway and maybe froze a little bit. And this is what they want to do, is they need those blocks. Gutta is trying to go for a block and then getting the lift. Popana has a really, really good hard smash, so she wanted that. But I think the service just called the court then.
Also quick to close. MAEDA there. Saw that coming a mile off. Almost as if she'd received an email.
Yeah, but that is the tactics. MAEDA also knows that the Indians will they will try to play it short, getting the lift, and she was just up there closing that one down. Popanna, she has
Service
a strong
over.
smash.
3-4.
Yeah, she's the righty of the team, isn't she? Far top left of your picture.
She's a strong girl, even though she's quite tiny. She has this big smash.
Yeah, you're right, no doubt about it. PONNAPPA with another explosive firework up above there. Really hits that well. She's only diminutive in stature, but look at that thunderous pace.
Yeah, it's not about in badminton being big or having huge muscles. It's about being fast. The faster you are, the more speed you can get in the racket.
And looseness as well, isn't it? It's all about loose fingers and loose grip, right?
Yeah, but when you hit it, you need to tighten that grip up and use your fingers to get the power into the racket.
Oh, it might have been going wide. She played it anyway. Locked in at 5-all then. Nothing between these two teams. Round of 16 women's doubles we're watching here. And this is our 6th match of the day, of 10 that we're offering you today. Wall-to-wall coverage. We started at 11 o'clock local time. Sure, we'll be going through till about 8 o'clock, I'd imagine, 7 or 8. PONNAPPA quick and agile to get around those overheads.
Service over.
Excellent footwork.
6-5.
Yeah, the Indians really trying to get the attack. GUTTA going for that net, getting the lifts, and PONNAPPA working hard from the back line. The Japanese needs to change that tactics. They need to get higher, as MAEDA did there. Block to the net, getting the lifts. But Indians doesn't want to give it away.
Oh, wonderful. Gorgeous drop.
7-5.
Especially this shot is very good. She's rushing forward, and then MAEDA has no chance of reaching that one.
So at the moment, PONNAPPA playing some very precise badminton. Good flat strike from Jwala GUTTA. Oh, she found the... No, she's just spilt long over the back line.
Service over.
To
the Japanese team's delight.
And MAEDA is lucky here. She's going cross-court for PONNAPPA, but yeah, opening up the court.
Service over. 9-6.
So early advantage then for the Indians. 3 points ahead at this stage.
I think she's taking too much time to serve.
I don't agree.
Just a little natter to the umpire. We'll never know what that was about. Not with the noise in this Istora Stadium. Really is quite something phenomenal, terrific. Yep, she's found it. Wonderful tight net shot there from GUTTA. They complement each other really well, don't they?
They do, and also look at the MAEDA. Her reaction with her left hand after this is that, yeah, it's drifting in.
Service over.
Super speed agility of the shorter of the two Indian players, really quite something, complementing with Jwala GUTTA very, very well. She herself has good net shots and deception.
Yeah, and until now, there's no doubt that the Indians have found the right tactic, and the Japanese are still working with theirs.
A little late with that left-handed hook there. GUTTA.
Service over. 11-8.
So they head to the interval then. 11 points to 8. 3 ahead of their opponents in red. They'll be delighted with that. And then, of course, you would imagine they could be freer facing the drift rather than having it on their back.
Yeah, I don't know. Right now they get good help from the drift because of the smash of PONNAPPA. So every time they get the attack, then she has the power to kill it. They're actually playing a little bit of mixed doubles. GUTTA was earlier, I remember, maybe 5 years ago, a quite strong top 10 mixed double player, and she's still in control of that net, and having PONNAPPA working behind her just works fine.
Coaches. Back on court. MAEDA. Back on court. Time is already gone.
So, can they keep the momentum, these two? Or are they going to have it snatched away from them by the Japanese duo?
11-8.
Yeah, to turn this around, the Japanese, they need to rush the net a little more. They need to speed up a little more, getting the attack a little more. They have until now been too defensive, and it's difficult in this hall being that defensive.
12-8. Service over, 9-12.
Good combination of the lefty-righty, far end of your picture. Lefty-righty. It does really twin well together, doesn't it? Kind of reinforces the middle of the court where I guess quite a lot of shots go.
Yeah, and when the game gets fast, you don't always have the time to look up and see who is on the other side, and do they have the forehand or the backhand, and in that way it can confuse players a little bit.
It's a really good lead by MAEDA there.
I'm not sure she would have had that one if it was in.
PONNAPPA was delighted at the end of this point. She's very quick to get across there. Does a good job at the back of the court. In fact, all round.
Service over. 11-15.
Defense there. GUTTA closes, but didn't quite get a leg to that last shot, you feel.
No, I think GUTTA made a few mistakes and maybe a little unsecure at this moment now. She needs to get back in the game.
Power smash there from MAEDA. Really got hold of that one. Straight at PONNAPPA's body. Buckling that.
More aggressive now, the Japanese. They found out that if they're going to lift, they lift at GUTTA, so they swap them around, and GUTTA's in the back and PONNAPPA's in the front, and that's not ideal for the Indian.
Good play from GUTTA. That'll build her confidence. Lovely tight net shot there. Really quick to intercept and took it high as well. Watch this.
That's a very good shot. And again, they end up having the right position on court. PONNAPPA in the back, hitting it, and GUTTA at the net. And Japanese has a really hard time getting out of this position when they end up like this. So I have to see if they can prevent this.
So the bronze medalists from London 2011 in the World Championship holding on to their lead. 4 points between these two teams. And they've also featured with gold and silver medals in the Commonwealth Games as well. 2010 and 2014 respectively in Delhi and Glasgow for the 13th seeds.
MAEDA is not, the focus is just not right. I think that's the second time she receives the serve and puts it in the drift towards the right side. She cannot afford to make mistakes like that.
Is it tricky as a player when you've got this sort of noise in the background, or are they so into what they're doing that they barely notice it?
I think it all depends on where you are mentally, doesn't it? If you are out of balance, then I think the noise can definitely get you further out of balance. I know the Danish team, they actually, during the Indonesian Open this year, they taped the noise and recorded it. And they took it back home, and during the 6 weeks of camp before this World Championships, they were having practices with the noise.
That's clever. Good play from Jwala GUTTA, really getting through that forehand smash well.
Game point, 14.
Six game points, that one spills wide.
Service over, 15-20.
The Indians really have just been much better at handling the drift in the hole, and had the right tactics when they got in. I think the Japanese they haven't really thought about what's going on. They haven't really found any solutions, and they're just playing along, and that won't work.
Yeah, as you said so rightly, Miyuki MAEDA just slightly off with the focus and some strange decisions that she made there regarding her plays into the drift. Just missing a service fault. Gutta knew it was going wide all along, didn't even bother getting back for it, look, but there they are. So 21-15 for the 13th seeds, taking lead over the 8th seeds after 17 minutes. So 20 seconds called then by the chair umpire, and the Indian players keen to press on with proceedings. They're a game to the good. And here come the Koreans now. There's the Indian team of coaches. Is a change of ends going to change the luck and fortune of the Japanese duo?
It all depends on whether the Japanese, if they have been talking about tactics or they've just been talking about, you know, should I put it straight across court or what should I do? They really need to find out how to play the game, getting the attack, taking away the net, if they are to win this one.
Service over, 1-love.
For sure the coaches will have impressed that upon them already, you'd imagine.
Yeah, I would imagine, but looking at the first set, they definitely didn't help them. And much more aggressive now, pushing forward, getting that net, getting the lifts.
That's a good point from the Indians.
Service over.
Aggressive return from Gutta, and then the speed agility from her partner. Brilliant, and a great lead.
Yeah, I think actually the Japanese did everything right in this rally. They were rushing the net, they were getting the attack, and they had an open chance. She just misplaced it a little bit in the back line.
Thank you. Play. Service over. 3.
Much more aggressive now, isn't she, MAEDA?
It's quite significant, that turnaround, isn't it? Yeah, really looking for the shuttle and wanting to get on it very early.
Service over. 2, 3. Out. Service over. 4-2. Service over. 3-4. Out. Service over. 5-3.
Japanese rushing for the net now, getting the attack and all the time putting much more pressure on the Indian couple now.
Service over.
Good play from the Indians, just trying to stay with the Japanese with this sort of turn in fortune from the red-shirted team. Oh, she had it on her racket.
5-6.
Tried to be just too cute with that one.
Jwala.
So very tight second game then. Not a lot between them, just the 1 point at the moment.
Service over.
Super speed agility from that young player.
7-5.
Yeah, they are really trying to put pressure on that service now and being ready for these first 3 shots in each rally, and it's much better this set than it was in the first set.
Oh, that was a super defensive lift from
Service
PONNAPPA.
over.
Really well
6,
played. That's what
7.
it meant to those guys.
That was tight.
Good front foot badminton.
Service
Really
over.
playing well.
8-6.
Just keeping in front this game, the Japanese. Much more aggressive. You're absolutely right.
I've seen these Japanese play both with the pairings or the partners they got now, and also with other partners, and usually I'd say they would be favorites in here, and they clearly have a higher level. But I also think that they maybe they also thought themselves that this was going to be easy, and they were maybe a little surprised that the tactics the PONNAPPA and GUTTA came out with actually worked so well.
Service over. 7-9. Service over.
That's unlucky. They built the point so well, engineered it beautifully. PONNAPPA so explosive up above, but couldn't quite put a lid on the point.
Service over. 8-10.
PONNAPPA, for me, has been the shining light on the court at the moment, really playing well.
Yeah, she's got the really good speed and that very hard attack. Moving so well.
Oh, just a little overexposed there, though.
11,
Trouble is, I guess, the harder
interval.
you smash it, the harder it often comes back. And that one was just reflexive brilliance in defense there from the Japanese duo.
Yeah, I also think that it's part of the tactic is that she, as a right-hander, hits across court, and then GUTTA was supposed to move out, and she didn't, and that exposed.
So look at that. Coach Kutzer really
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1,
assertive
20
figure,
seconds.
issuing a lot of advice there
Coaches,
to the Japanese players,
please. Coaches,
as indeed is the
coaches.
Indian coaches as well. I'm doing my best. That's what that look says, doesn't it?
Coach.
And they probably are.
Oh, for sure, absolutely. I mean, this means so much to them, no doubt about it. It's heart and soul badminton out here, that's for sure.
But it's as a coach, it's not that
Ladies?
you don't think that the players are doing the best, but it's just that if you need to convince them sometimes that even though they've made a few mistakes and even though they're maybe a little insecure, they still have to go for the right shot.
You are delaying the game. The next time you do this, I will give you a warning. Okay? Play.
And the Norwegian umpire just telling the Japanese that if they're delaying the game anymore, he will give them a warning.
11-8. Play.
So the Japanese duo resume then with a 3-point lead.
Service over.
As KAKIIWA
9,
just spills
11.
wide with that one. Good play from Jwala GUTTA there.
Service over. 12.
Very alert.
9.
It's also a good defense by MAEDA. She was under pressure.
Service over. 10-12.
Japanese again coming a little bit too slow towards the net. And also I can see the coach now telling them, get forward, get that net, block it, get the attack.
Super play from the Indians. Got on the front foot and never relinquished the pressure. Very assertive.
And here you definitely see the advantage of having right and left hand. You see that it's just the Japanese trying to move the shuttle, but there's just a forehand everywhere.
Again, climbing back well for that smash kill.
Yeah, the Indians, their coaches has definitely told them, okay, we need to get forward again. We need to see if we can block some shots at the net, getting the lifts, and but all the time be aware that we need to get on top of the net, and they're doing that well now. Oh, that's lucky.
Service over.
That's not hit with the strings, it's actually the top of her racket.
So the red-shirted duo just keep their marginal lead in this second game, despite losing the first. that was a power smash as well. Well played.
15-12.
Well, they are seeded 5 spots higher than their Indian opponents today. These two at 8th in this tournament. So on paper, they should come out on top.
There's still a lot of work to be done. I think they will go on and win this set, but when they start off the next set, they definitely need to discuss what tactics to use and how to get out of the game that the Indians are playing. And if they're trailing too much when they shift ends in the third set, it might not be enough.
They've been as high as 3 in the world as well, these two. Good finish from GUTTA there, very assertive around the net.
13-16.
So if we carry on the way we are, we'll be treated to a third and deciding game, unless the Indians can turn it around in this one and close this out in 2. Still 3 points adrift. Oh, that's good power.
Service over.
From MAEDA.
17-13.
It didn't look like GUTTA thought she was going to hit it that hard. But she definitely was.
Good leave.
Service over.
MAEDA just turning around towards the coach. The coach telling her that's the drift. Don't lift it that direction.
Two in a row for the Indians. Can they compound and consolidate their lead even more? Oh, that's super alert from the Japanese duo. MAEDA, wonderful finish.
18-15. Service over. 16-18.
Oh, still in the balance, isn't it? Anybody's game, this one. It's swaying around all over the place.
Yeah, look at this one. She's actually trying to lift it high to control it, and still the drift just carries it out.
Service over. 19-16.
There's a lot of tension on the court right now. It's not about winning the points, it's about not losing them.
That's absolutely brilliant touch around the net there.
20, game point, 16.
KAKIIWA. Given her physical position as well around that one. Wonderful round head smash.
Service over. 17-20.
Well, PONNAPPA, the pocket rocket from India. Again, coming up with the goods on the smash, but still work to do. 3 game points against them.
PONNAPPA ready after that serve, and MAEDA got surprised that it came fast that quick.
Well, they seized the second game. We're going to be treated to a decider.
Second game won by Reika, KAKIIWA and Miyuki, MAEDA, 21-18.
So there we are then, just
game all.
confirmation from our Norwegian umpire, 21-18 that one. So
yeah, this is going to be interesting, the beginning of the next set, to see, because they definitely have a strong attack, the Indians, from the other side. So let's see if the Japanese can prevent the Indians to get the attack.
confirmation then, after 37 minutes. We've split games on court 1 in this 6th match of 10 we're bringing you today. Do stay with us for the deciding game upcoming after a couple of minutes. We're just giving you some of the highlights of the game prior, where the Indians were very much up against it. The Japanese duo coming out and winning that second game, extending this match to a 3rd and deciding game. So who's going to come through this? The 8th seeded
Miyuki,
Japanese, KAKIIWA and MAEDA, or GUTTA and PONNAPPA from India, the 13th seeds. All to play for then in this one-game shootout.
Love all. Play.
Well, the drift drew it in. MAEDA not reading it at all. She struggled in the opening game, did Reika, Miyuki, MAEDA. With the drift, she made some poor, but she rectified and redeemed herself in the second game. What's going to happen here?
That's it. They have this fight for the net now. Gutta's trying to block everything, getting a new lift for PONNAPPA, but the Japanese are ready now.
Again, PONNAPPA showing us her power upstairs. 25-year-old full of that.
2-1.
Buckling MAEDA. Swing and a miss from Gutta.
Yeah, she did everything right there. She blocked it, she was ready for it, and it just came right back to her, but oh, missed it, yeah.
Well, they're certainly playing the right way. The Indian team to head down to the bottom left of our picture is smart regarding the drift. Getting the shuttle to the floor very quickly there, Gutta. Good work. Gutta work if you're German.
Service over.
KAKIIWA a couple of times been ready for this one, standing with the racket up, waiting for it to come back cross-court from the left hand with Gutta, and first couple of times she missed it, but now she's ready.
Server alert. PONNAPPA doing really well again.
4-3.
Electrically sharp reflexes today. She's been solid throughout. Strongest player on the court.
Japanese are falling back into the same trap, lifting to PONNAPPA, and she's killing them. They really need to get that net now.
Service over. 4-5.
Some terrific liftaways there from both GUTTA and PONNAPPA. Wonderful defense.
6-4.
Yeah, the Japanese did right there. They got the attack. Sometimes when you have the attack, it's important also to mix up the speed. So you maybe cut a little bit in the shuttle, or you maybe make a little deception, stick smash it a little bit instead of just hitting it hard, because your opponent is they know what's coming if you're only hitting it hard.
5-6.
Yes, variety, the spice of life. Still just the 1 point between them in this deciding game. Both teams fully dialed in now. This match bubbling up nicely.
Service over.
Again, none of the pairings wants to lift to the back line, so it's just a fight for the net, and PONNAPPA this time is ready.
Service over. 7-all.
And still nothing between them. Scoreboard parity. 7-all, game-all. Wonderful from GUTTA.
Service over.
Great net play from her.
7. Play. Do it with your foot.
What did MAEDA do wrong there, Jesper? Was it just a bit of a snatch at that last shot?
I think she actually did well. She was under attack, but got back and got the net, and then just made a mistake when she was going for the kill.
Service over. 8-9.
Oh, it's called wide to the
Service
delight
over.
of the Indian team in
10,
white.
8.
So that is gratefully received at this stage, as much as it pains the Japanese team. Oh, it's wide.
Service over. 9-10.
The Indians still trying the same tactics. Gutta all the time trying to get the net and play it back to the net when the Japanese are also doing the same. But she just ended up putting that wide.
All.
So from 10-8 to 10-all then.
And I think that's probably going to be deciding for the game, this last couple of points, because if they would have changed the end 11-8 as it was 10-8 for the Indians, then I think they would have had a very good chance. But I think it's too tight now, and the Japanese coming onto the other side will probably have an advantage now.
Yeah, for those of you just joining us, the Japanese duo made the semi-finals here last year in this event. Not here, it was in Copenhagen, but you get my drift. But the Indians, well, they lost first round last year, so their ranking will only go up as a consequence of having a couple of wins here already. But plenty to play for. A place in the World Championships quarterfinals awaits the winner of this one, laden with points
Court 1, 20
and
seconds.
ranking opportunity.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Players.
So the Indian duo then keen to get on with proceedings. Japanese having had a lot of advice from their coaches. Coaches have just left the court. And here they are to resume, trailing by a point. 10-11 in the third game.
Ladies.
Oh, now they're getting this...
a reprimand from the
I
umpire.
think they're getting the warning, yes, they are.
Yeah. The yellow card taking too long.
It's funny because the advantage for them is definitely the physical point of the game, so I don't understand why they take so long time. Making it go faster would definitely be better for them.
Well, he's reaching into his pocket.
No, she's just asking him who is going to receive the serve, and I think he was just putting the yellow card back into the pocket.
10. Play. Out. Service over.
With a lapse in concentration as a consequence, perhaps. So tied up then, nothing between them. And this race to 21 points. Called long.
Service over.
Oh, not by much.
No, both of them looking at it, not knowing if the partner's going to grab it. Is he? And then they leave it.
Service over. 12-all.
That serve a little too high and quite easy for MAEDA to put pressure on it.
Delight on the Japanese team's faces.
Yeah, I'm very happy with MAEDA that she's cutting off that service return and getting the attack right away, moving faster.
Oh, she was hesitant. She kind of left it, and then at the last minute, her mind decided she needed to play it. And of course, that was the end result, the sort of something and nothing shot, frankly. So again, deadlock in this final game, 13-all. Who has the character and strength of will to accelerate away? observe that. That was brilliant manoeuvring from
14,
PONNAPPA.
13.
GUTTA with the lucky neck cord.
PONNAPPA is tense. When GUTTA hit the tape there, she was almost like having her head or her face in her hands.
Terrific play from KAKIIWA.
Service over, 14 all.
So it really does come down to a moment of luck, a minor lapse in concentration. The smallest of margins will have the largest of consequences now, you'd imagine.
Ashwini and Jwala, challenge.
So there is a challenge. Is that the first of this match?
I don't know, actually. I think she's just disappointed that she made a mistake, because that one was, even though we are as far away as possible, that one was far out, I think. Oh, far out, it's maybe not.
Hardly.
Challenge unsuccessful. PONNAPPA and GUTTA, one challenge remaining.
Sensible to use it, though. It was a
15,
timely
14.
choice.
Yeah, it definitely was when it was that close.
Out.
Oh, that's a crusher, isn't it? A service fault at that stage.
It's a little bit like the second set, that it's not the winners that's gonna decide the game. It's who making the fewest mistakes.
Oh dear. Back to back unforced errors then.
Yeah, GUTTA is just putting her racket up, going for the shot, and then leaving it, and PONNAPPA gets surprised and makes a mistake.
Service over. 16 all.
Good calm here from Jwala GUTTA. And again, 2 good points from the Indians then.
Yeah, MAEDA is actually trying here to put some pressure on that serve and going for the next one, but the quality was just not good enough.
Good play. All started with a very deceptive flick serve from PONNAPPA.
Exactly, and GUTTA right away moving forward, getting the attack and the lift for PONNAPPA.
Wonderful play. GUTTA's come into her own of late, really putting together some good points.
19.
Yeah, and
16.
looks like the Indians are the ones who are taking the risk, who are daring the shots, and Japanese are a little hesitant, and they end up making mistakes.
Good point from
Service over. 17.
MAEDA.
19.
The Indians then 2 points away in the quarterfinals. Good leave.
18, 19.
And they come back yet again, the tenacious Japanese. They lost the first game, they won the second. They've been down in this one, they're getting it back again.
Service over.
Oh, it's gone long. Wow.
Oh.
That is a crushing
20,
blow
match point,
from
18.
Miyuki MAEDA. And that gives 2 match points to the Indians.
It's like Matrix, isn't it? The way PONNAPPA just leaves that one. That was cool.
Service over, 19-20.
Yeah, they've done it. The Indians through to the quarterfinals. Delight etched all over their faces. 3 very close games, 21-19 and the decider. Wow, and look at their reaction.
Yeah.
Delighted.
The Japanese never got into this third game. I think still losing the tactics and losing the tactical game, the tactical fight, and I think, yeah, the Indians were just more clever in this match.
They took a bronze in London 2011 in this event, and now they're in the quarterfinals again in 2015. Delight for the Indians then, through 21-15, 18-21, 21-19. We've got plenty more for you here today. Vitingus and Lindan up next. But Delight for the Indians. They're safely through. From Jesper Laspen and myself, Paul Hand, it's goodbye. We're going to hand over our microphones now to Gillian Clark and Steen Pedersen. Goodbye for now. See you tomorrow.